another video. Y'all all know that I love bagels so much. I eat them every single day for breakfast. It's always in my YouTube videos. So today I decided that I'm going to make homemade bagels completely from scratch. So I found this girl on Instagram. Her Instagram is the Bigly Basics. I'll show it right here, hang on. Here is her Instagram. And so she shares like a lot of different recipes, but I saw her bagel recipes and the bagels are gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free. And both of the bagels that I'm gonna be trying are only 6 ingredients. So I'm gonna do the blueberry bagel and then the cinnamon crunch. My favorite bagels are cinnamon swirl, and she has that one on here, but I just wanted to try the cinnamon crunch one, and then I also love blueberry bagels, so that's the other one that we're gonna be doing. Also, I do not remember it being this hot here last summer, but yesterday it was 106 degrees, and today it's only 11:43, and it's already 101 degrees outside. That is so crazy. I feel like it doesn't get that hot in North Carolina, which maybe it does, no. I'm pretty sure I've never experienced a summer this hot that I know of. So every time I go outside, I feel like I'm dying out there because I am someone that definitely sweats. So every time I go outside, I get hot so fast, I start sweating. So this summer, I would definitely probably have my hair up the whole time, very light makeup. Foundation is gonna be non-existent for me. For the days that I don't wanna go to the pool, I got this floaty so that I can like fill it up with the water hose and sit outside and tan. But it's literally like, I clearly don't fit in this thing. And I thought whenever I got it that it was gonna be like, you know, I thought that it was gonna be the same height as me, but it's obviously not. So I guess maybe in the future it could be beneficial to read the measurements on the package, but I did not. So now I'm stuck with a little baby sized float to sit in this summer. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this to stay. All right, I'm going to start with the blueberry bagel. So you need any kind of flour that you want, pure maple syrup or honey. I have this syrup, so hopefully that works. Plain or vanilla yogurt. I have vanilla, baking powder, salt, and blueberries. And then for the cinnamon crunch one, it's all of the same stuff. The only thing that we're gonna add is cinnamon and coconut sugar, or it says that you can use monk fruit, whatever that is. Like I said, we're starting with the blueberry one, so we have to preheat the oven to 350. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I know that 200 is 400, so we're just gonna leave it right there. All right, got my bowl right here, and it says to just mix all the ingredients into a bowl. It says to use a medium-sized bowl, but I'm just using a regular bowl. Okay, so 1 cup of flour, oh lordy. All right, 1 cup of flour, 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 to 2, I'm just gonna do 2 then, it's almost out. Half a cup of your yogurt, ew. I'm not a fan of yogurt. Then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I don't know where my teaspoon measure thing is. So I have a 1/4 one, so that's why I'm gonna be doing, oops, 4. And then we're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 1/4 cup of blueberries. Ew, that one looks so gross. I'm also not the biggest fan of blueberries, but I really love blueberry bagels. Then it says to mix with your hands, and it also says that ew, that feels so gross. It says if the dough is too sticky, then add more flour, and then if the dough is too dry, then add more yogurt. Oh, this feels disgusting. Now I see why it says a medium mixing bowl, because both of your hands cannot really fit in here. I wanted to do this because I feel like since I eat so many bagels that I would be a really good judge on if these are actually good or not. This is not working. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Is this normal? Does this mean that the dough is too sticky? Because I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna get all this off of my hands, and then I'm gonna mix this with a spoon and add more flour, because this is just, can't be right. Okay, let's add some more flour. Not sure how much more, but I'm gonna do like that. And I recommend mixing this with a spoon because that, I don't know, that wasn't really working for me. Here is my little ball of dough. Oh, my camera is about to die, dadgummit. And it says to get a surface and put a little bit of flour on it. And then, okay, so then you dump your dough ball onto the surface and gently roll it out with your hand until it's 10 inches long. Oh. I think mine still needs more flour. Honestly, I probably won't continue to make these. I mean, unless they're just like so good, but it's just kind of not convenient, especially if you're someone who's always on the go, which I'm not, so that's why I'm doing this. But I just feel like it'd be a healthier option, and it definitely probably is, considering it's only 6 ingredients and it's dairy-free and gluten-free and all that stuff. But it takes 30 to 40 minutes for one bagel to cook, so that's why I just don't think it would be convenient. Unless you can figure out how to like make a bunch of them at one time and then figure out how long it would need to be cooked for. That sounds like a lot of math, so I will not be doing that. Okay, I have no idea if this is 10 inches long. I feel like this is like 12 inches long, but we're gonna go with it. Then you put the two ends together to make it a bagel. You're supposed to like pinch them together so they stick. Okay, this is gonna be a really big bagel, which I'm not mad about. Okay, I don't know if you can see that great. Here she is. Here's the size of my hand. There's the bagel. It's pretty big. It says to line a small baking tray with parchment paper, but I don't have parchment paper, nor do I have a small baking sheet, so I'm gonna just use like this pan that's like the size of a pizza. Then we're gonna transfer this to, oh, it's kind of sticky, to here. And then you're supposed to spray the top and the sides with cooking spray. We're gonna throw it in the oven. For 30 to 40 minutes, or until the bagel is cooked all the way through. But I'm just gonna do 30 to 40 minutes. I'll check it at 30 minutes, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. While the blueberry bagel is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and do the cinnamon crunch bagel. And also, I just saw where it said it makes 1 large bagel or 2 small bagels. So this one, we're gonna make it 2 small bagels. So this recipe is basically the same, just a cup of flour, then the 1 to 2 tablespoons of syrup. I'm just gonna do 1 this time because the syrup is gone. Gross. Also, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of extra flour. So I just took out my bagel. It's like hard as a rock. This one has cream cheese on it, but I'm just gonna see if I could like, oh, okay. Well, that kind of worked. So yeah, here's the blueberry one. I haven't eaten today, so I just actually ate my regular bagels. So tomorrow I will try one of the bagels, and then the next day I will try whichever one I don't try tomorrow. I'll probably try the cinnamon crunch one tomorrow, but we'll just see what I'm feeling in the morning. So that bagel I actually only cooked for 30 minutes. I don't know if the ovens here are just different, or if they cook faster, or if I set it on the wrong setting to like preheat the oven. So this time I'm gonna try a lower temperature and see if that helps any. But right now I'm going to finish putting all the ingredients into this bowl for the cinnamon crunch bagel, and let's just hope that that one turns out a little bit better. So since we already did the flour, syrup, and yogurt, we just need to do the baking powder, also 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna mix this up. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Also, I did put a little bit more flour in it, so I'd say I did 1.5 cups of flour, just to make sure it wasn't too dry or too sticky. 1.5 cups was way too much flour, so how about like just stick to the recipe and don't listen to what I say. I think maybe if I did 1/4 cup, it would have been a little bit better. So now we're gonna roll it out again into the 10 inches. Oh yeah, that was like way too much flour. Now it's kind of falling apart. Oh, I said I was gonna make this into 2, so let's break it out. Then get into a circle. I probably should have added a little bit more yogurt, like the recipe said, if it got like too dry, but I don't know. Highly recommend using the girl's recipe from her Instagram, and hopefully she never sees this and wonders what the heck I'm doing. Got my 2 little donuts. They're pretty much the same size, right? Okay. I'm just gonna use the same pan I just had for the blueberry one, and put these on here, and then spread them. I totally forgot about the toppings, which is where this comes in handy. So it's gonna be, after you spray the top of the bagels with the cooking spray, you need to take 2 teaspoons of the coconut sugar and sprinkle it on top. You do 2 teaspoons of this, so 1 for each bagel. It's just 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, so 1/4 for each bagel. If you're doing 2 little bagels like I am. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the oven for, I'm gonna start with 20 minutes this time. So, per usual, I know, Maz, I know. I tripped the breaker. I had the oven going, the AC unit going in the kitchen. I had the AC unit going in the living room, the fan going, the laundry going. So luckily we're on days and we won't be on nights again at all for the rest of the time while we're here. So lucky for me, I'm never having to be home in the dark anymore. And now whenever I trip the breaker, it doesn't faze me. Oh, I also had the TV on, so yeah. But I just thought I'd let y'all know that because it never fails that every time I'm cooking and vlogging with y'all, I trip the breaker. I just looked in the mirror and realized that I had black under my eye for some reason. So if in every single clip I had black under my eye, just disregard. I was just putting up these bagels and I forgot to show y'all. But here is the, what are these called? Cinnamon crunch. And they're also kind of hard, but I did cut into it and the insides of it seem perfect. So hoping that it tastes good. I'll come back on here tomorrow morning and try one of them with y'all. I'm probably gonna try this cinnamon one first, and then the next day I'll come on with y'all and try the blueberry, vice versa, whichever one I choose. Good morning, guys. I am about to make my bagel and I'm gonna do the cinnamon crunch one. Nick took a bite out of it yesterday and I can't remember what he said about it. I think he said it wasn't bad. Also, don't look at my hair. I really need to wash it, but I want to cut into it with y'all. So We can see if it's still super hard or not. Feels like a regular bagel. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. So I'm gonna toast this. Okay, got my cream cheese on my bagels. Let's see how they taste. I'm gonna do the one that has the topping on it. Okay, honestly, they're actually like really good. I was gonna say it's kind of dry, but it's really not, because the bagels I usually eat, those are like kind of dry too, so they taste just like the bagels that I usually eat. I like them, and I'm really excited to try the blueberry one tomorrow, even though that one's kind of burnt. So see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, so it's time to try another bagel. If you hear sizzling in the background, it's because I'm making Nick breakfast burritos, which is kind of sad because I really wanted breakfast burritos today too, but I forgot that I have to eat this bagel. So this is the blueberry one, and I'm gonna toast it, cream cheese it, and then we'll taste it. While I cream cheese my bagel, I wanted to tell y'all about the cinnamon crunch one that I had yesterday. So if I'm looking down, it's just because I'm doing this, but I have to be honest, I really liked the top portion of the bagel, but then whenever, I think that's because it had like the sugar and stuff on it, but whenever I got to the bottom half, it was just like super floury, and I know that's not anything bad about the recipe. It was more so my ability to not follow directions well. So earlier in the video, I put this lady's Instagram on the screen where she shares all of her recipes and her bagel recipes. So definitely go there and check out her bagel recipes if you do want to try it, and then let me know how your bagel making goes. She also has like a lot of other recipes that aren't just for bagels, and it's definitely a lot of good healthy recipes. So if you do try anything, definitely let me know in the comments below. Also, this was the bagel that I made like the big version of, so I just cut my blueberry one in half. So let's try. So it's good. It's kind of dry though. That was the bottom half, so I'm gonna try the top half now and see if it's the same thing as yesterday. Like maybe I like the top half's better. And this one also has blueberry right there, so I'll definitely be able to taste that. The blueberry one is definitely not bad. I think I like this one better than the cinnamon crunch one. So I'm gonna go finish eating this, but I hope that y'all have an amazing week. Subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. And again, let me know in the comments if you try any of these recipes, and I hope that y'all have an amazing week, and I will see you next Monday.